Hi guys, welcome back. It's Mrs. Peterson, that lady who teaches art, and today I'm going to review the element of art called color with you. So color has three parts. First, it has hue, and hue just means the color name. So if I said we're all going to think of a shade of blue, we could all be thinking of lots of different shades of blue. Hue is just the color name. Another part of color is value. The color can be dark or it can be light. So if I said, okay guys, we're all gonna think of a light blue color. Well, now we've narrowed the shades of color we're thinking about, but there still could be quite a few we're thinking of. So the last part of color is intensity. And intensity has to do with how strong the hue is. Is it bright or is it dull? Dull would maybe have more gray tones to it, and the bright is going to be that really bright pigment. So if I said, okay, everybody, we're going to think of a bright, light blue shade, we might all be thinking of like that highlighter blue shade, and that would get us a lot closer. So let's review some other terms about color. The first one is primary colors, and primary just means first. So the first colors you need are red, yellow, and blue. In a country other than America, they often call elementary school primary school, and we call it elementary, but primary just means first. Red, yellow, and blue are called primary colors because they are the first ones you need to make all the other colors, and they are colors that cannot be made from any other color. Another definition we need to review is secondary colors, and secondary colors are the colors you get when you add two of the primary colors. So if I mix red and yellow, I'm going to get orange. If I mix red and blue, which are two primary colors, I'm going to get violet, or you might say purple. And if I mix yellow and blue, I'm going to get green. Those are the secondary colors. I had an elementary student explain it to me this way. Well, Mrs. Peterson, primary colors they're like the number one. 1 + 1 = 2. And I was like, that is exactly why these are the names that they are. Warm colors are going to be red, orange, and yellow. They make me think of fall. They make me think of fire. They make me think of love, hate, anger, passion. They're just really intense colors. The cool colors make me think, or let's talk about what they are first. They're blue, violet, and green. Now, when I was a kid, you guys, this is silly, but when my teacher would talk about the cool colors, I thought she meant, oh, they're the awesome colors, they're the cool colors. I didn't know that warm and cool were opposites, like hot and cold. These are like the cold colors, so make sure you don't get that confused like I did. But these colors, they can, remind us of, like cold, sadness, depression, things like that. And in fact, a very famous artist, Pablo Picasso, went through an entire stage called his blue period, where he painted mostly in blue. And it's because he was very sad. His friend had just died, and after that, he used his painting as a way to process his emotions, his grief that he was going through. Maybe painting isn't your way to process your strong emotions, but I hope you all have something that you can do on the hard days to get through. For Pablo Picasso, it was painting. And you need to figure out what it is for you, something positive that can help you process those hard emotions. All right, complementary colors. I'm going to draw a little symbol here that's like an X with a line through it, and I'm going to put arrowheads on each of these. Complementary colors are the colors across the color wheel from each other. So red, across from red, is going to be green. And the really awesome thing about complementary colors is it's the other two primary colors combined. So red and green. Green is yellow and blue, and that's how you get green. Okay, so yellow, if I mix red and blue, I'm going to get violet. So its complementary color is violet, and violet is across from yellow on the color wheel. And then blue, what is its complement? Well, if I mix red and yellow, I'm going to get orange. So those are complementary colors. Now remember, our brains love complementary colors next to each other. We think, wow, that looks good. But if you mix two complementary colors together, you are going to get a brown color. So unless you want a brown color, be careful that your paints don't mix when they're wet. Okay, the last definition I want to talk about today is monochromatic. Mono means one. Like in Monopoly, you play until there's one winner. There's a sickness called mononucleosis, and it's named because it's indicative of one nucleus, mononucleosis. Some people just call it mono, but that part means one. So when you're taking those big tests and you're not sure what a word means, you can think back to how to break apart words, and if you see one with mono, you need to think, oh, does that mean one? Chrome actually means color, and a lot of people think that chrome means, oh, shiny metal, because there's like chrome hubcaps on, really fancy cars. But actually, chrome the metal got its name because it's so shiny that it reflects all the other colors. So chrome actually means color. Okay, the last thing we're going to do here for our color review is just create a color wheel. The primary colors I have labeled with letters. So the Y is obviously yellow. The B is going to be your regular blue. And the R is going to be your regular red. The primary colors, again, are the ones you can't make from any other color, and they're the ones you need to make all the other colors. A color wheel is a visual representation of how these colors mix. So let's go to the secondary colors. If I mix yellow and blue, I'm going to get green. That goes right here in this box. Okay, if I mix yellow and red, I'm going to get orange. And if I mix blue and red, I'm going to get violet, or some people might call it purple. Those are the secondary colors. Now, another term I want to talk about is the tertiary colors. Tertiary colors are the ones you get when you mix a primary and a secondary. So if I mix yellow and green, I'm going to get a yellow-green. It's really important when you're mixing paint too. You don't want to mix green and white to make your light green because it's going to look minty unless that's the color you want. You want to mix yellow to lighten it. Blue and green is going to give me a blue-green color. Blue and violet is going to give me a blue-violet. Notice they're always named with the primary color first and the secondary color last. Red and violet is going to give me a red-violet. If I mix red and orange, the tertiary color I'm going to get is red-orange. And the last one, if I mix yellow and orange, I'm going to get a yellow-orange. All right, guys, and that's what you need to know about color.